I know I'm kind of late talking about this game, but it's just too good. I cannot not talk about it. I picked it up recently, and Elden Ring is amazing, and I wanted to make a video about it and just talk about it. Maybe a few tips I have as a maybe a different perspective, and that's a perspective of someone who's a noob or who's really bad at the game. And I just want to say you should get it. If you're good at games, if you're bad at games, I would just say get Elden Ring, because I think you're going to like it if you actually give it a chance. And I think it comes down to like more of the mindset behind playing these types of games. So like for hard games, the hardest games I've played would be Cuphead and Demon Souls. And with Demon Souls, that was my first Souls game, and with that game I cheesed like all of the game, like absolutely the entire bit of it, and I had tons of fun. Demon Souls is a really great game, and Elden Ring is a great game, and for Elden Ring you can't cheese as much as you did. You can't cheese as much as I did for Demon Souls, but that's okay because there's still some cheesing to be had. I'm just saying for like the people out there, if you've never played a Souls game, I would say play the game. It's great, get it. I don't care if you buy it for a full $60 or you get it on sale. The game is worth it as long as you give it a true shot. And so I kind of want to give you tips from a noob of what I've been doing to play the game. And it's not really like actually tips to get items. I'm just kind of giving you more, I would say more the mindset of playing this game. And that's kind of a weird video, but you know, here it is. First thing I would say is be okay dying. You're going to die in Elden Ring, and you're going to die a lot, but don't let that discourage you. And even again, you don't even have to die if you don't want to. The best way to not die in Elden Ring is to just not go to a boss or go to strong enemies. Avoid them, sneak around. You can sneak around people. You don't have to just fight every single boss if you don't want to. The Tree Sentinel, just run away. Run away. You don't have to beat him. Like, you don't. It's a huge game. You can choose who you want to fight and who you don't want to fight. So just be okay dying. Who cares if you lose, you know, a lot of runes in the early game? You're going to make more runes. It's like in life with money. You can spend money now. It's okay to spend money as long as you're like starving or anything weird. But like, you can spend your runes, you can lose your runes, you're going to make more runes. Just like in life, you're going to make more money. So feel okay spending money. As long as you have a healthy attitude of making it, it's okay. Same thing in this game. Feel free to die. You're going to die. Don't be scared to die. And don't be scared to lose runes. Like, it's just runes. You'll get more. Easy peasy. Be okay cheesing. It's okay to cheese / cheat in this game. It's fine. If this is your first game, don't let people tell you online you can't cheese. You absolutely can. It's okay. Summon as many people as you want to. Use every trick in the book. Try to play a mage build. Do anything and everything you can. Just kill the enemies. That's all that matters. Everything, even the guy who made the game, uses summons and other things too. So feel free to do that. Don't let anyone tell you online that you can't do it. Do whatever it takes to kill the bosses, to kill the enemies. Because in my opinion, when I started this game, I went and I cheesed everything I possibly could. I summoned, like for the Tree Sentinel, I'm so bad at this game. I summoned 5 people to help me kill the Tree Sentinel. 5 people. They just kept dying, so I got more people and I just hid like a coward. You know what? It's okay though. It's okay that I did that. I got the runes from it, and I started to upgrade my character. And like now, I'm actually getting some confidence in the game where I'm trying to actually fight people. I'm trying to actually play the game per se. Like my character's gotten to a level where now I'm comfortable in the early game going back and trying to beat certain bosses by myself, or you know, using less people. And I think that's something crazy this game teaches you, is that like you're going to be overwhelmed. There's going to be too much. You're going to die. You're going to lose. And then you just keep progressing. And then eventually you'll come back to the early game and you'll realize these were the people I was dying. These guys are easy. Like you'll get to the point where you see a guy who used to freak you out and you're like, oh my goodness, that guy, he's gonna die very painfully. And he was a weak character. But at first, it's hard, and that's okay. Again, do whatever it takes to just make sure you're having fun. Next thing I would say is try to craft a character. So, like, one thing I never really know, especially playing Demon Souls when I played that, is that you're supposed to craft a character. And so certain characters would have strength builds or mage builds. And this is very simple for people who've been playing these games, but like, some people don't know it. I didn't know it. You're supposed to build a character. If it's strength, if it's a mage, if it's dex, whatever it is, you just have fun. Find what you like and do what you do. So start putting points into that character. Watch videos on how to build characters. Watch videos on anything you want to, watch, and let that be fun for you. And so like for me personally, I started as a mage build, and then I was hitting a wall and I was like, I'm not progressing enough no more. Eventually I killed this one guy, got this cool sword from it, upgrade the sword, and I realized I need to actually use strength more, because strength I could actually kill people, you know, hand to hand. That's what I started to do. I started to changing my build to more of a strength build compared to a mage. And you may have to do that too at some point, where you swap your build up and be okay with it, because there's just one chick in the game, you go to her, swap around a few things, and you can respec your character. So in the early game, even late game, whatever you are in the game, feel free to swap around, change things up. Just try to feel free to experiment. That's all I'm saying. Experiment with the game, find your playstyle, find the way that you like to play. Don't let people tell you online that there's only one way to play this game. Do what you feel good with. And it's just all about choice. That's the thing, that's the beauty in Elden Ring compared to, I would say, other Souls games, is that this game's all about choice. It's literally Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, but Dark Souls. And that's fantastic, and it's great, and you can have tons of fun with it. For me, the joy of some of these games is trying to make the hard thing easy. That's what I enjoy. Other people want the challenge and the blood and the guts of just, you know, stressing and sweating. I try to take these games and I try to make them easy. I try to take my character, who's so puny and weak, I will do anything to get my character leveled up some, to then take on people, and it's satisfying to kill like a hard boss who would be hard, but you basically grinded so much and cheesed so much that by the time you actually fight, the odds are stacked in your favor. That's just how I personally like to play. And again, you don't have to be good at this game. You really do not have to be. You just do whatever it takes and you'll have fun. Or maybe just smell the flowers. It's a nice looking game. You just ride around on your little goat for a while and just have fun trying to kill small enemies, or just do whatever you want to do in this game, honestly. You don't have to kill everything if you don't want to. You don't have to hit every boss. You don't have to go to every single tunnel. You don't have to 100% complete this game. You don't have to. You can do what you want to do. You know, what you want to do, that's what you should do. You shouldn't have to go kill this boss, do this thing in the select order. Just have fun. I think it's one of the best things you can do, and use multiplayer. If you have friends, make your friend get this game. Make your friend, y'all two can play this game, or 3 people, or however many people you can have, and just play the game together. I think that's one of the most joys of this game, is to have 2 people play this game, because then like you can harass each other the entire time and better each other. Like if they get a cool sword and you get a cool mage build, they can join your world or you join their world, and like you can basically do co-op to a certain extent in this game. And I think that's the best part of Elden Ring, is just like having 2 people play this game and then you build upon each other. And I think that's a really fun thing to do. You don't have to take on everything by yourself in this game. You can use other people. So I'm telling you, use multiplayer, invite other people into your world. You're going to have a fun time. Next thing I would say is just look stuff up. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to do it, just look it up. Watch a video on it. Watch a video on how to get unlimited runes. Watch a video on how to get this cool sword that can kill everything. Watch this video to just do whatever you want to do in this game, honestly. If you have questions, look it up. Watch lore videos. The lore in this game is amazing with George R.R. Martin, and just like the aesthetics of Dark Souls. The lore is absolutely incredible. So it's fun to actually look it up and try to figure out what's going on and trying to find secrets. Just have fun with, you know, that in itself, and just explore. Just don't feel like you have to do things in a certain order or in a certain way. Go around, look around, and have fun. If you see something that catches your eye, go for it. If you're talking to someone in the game, talk to them 20 times. Maybe they give you a side quest and you're like, oh, I want to know what happens. Well, find out what happens. Quit what you're doing, find out what happens. And you might get something really cool for it, because a lot of times this game rewards you to explore. It wants you to explore. It has a luscious, big world out there, and it wants you to find every single thing in it. I think that's where the fun comes into this game, is that if you're a hardcore like Souls fan and you like it hard, it's for you. And if you're a casual person who just wants to have fun, this game's for you. This game is for everyone, in my opinion. Again, if you're scared about the difficulty, I get it. And that's why I made this video, because I'm just trying to tell you, you don't have to be good. You can be bad. I am bad. And it's okay that I'm bad. I am fully aware of it, and I am accepting of that. And I think like the last tip I really have for you is just get good. And that's the best advice I can have for you in this entire video, is just get good. And if you ever feel like you're losing at this game or you're bad at it, just say to yourself, get good, and you will. It's like a magic trick, honestly. And then if you're playing with a friend, you tell them that too, and they'll get good. So that's honestly the best advice I have out of everything. And if you ever get stuck on a boss or anything ever happens in this game, just say, get good. And you will. But like, that's about it. Do you have any tips for new people in Elden Ring? If you can like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, that's all I had.